Hello, everybody, and welcome back to WonderCraft. Would you guys like to know the word of the day? The word of the day today is anxiety. I am filled with a lot of anxiety today. Are you guys ready? I also messed up that A, but I'm filled with a lot of anxiety today. So we're gonna we're gonna cure my anxiety a bit, hopefully, right now, and then we'll get into the actual episode. And yes, I did waste multiple stacks to just turn those into slabs and stairs. So, I was watching an Ethos slab video, and they were talking about redstone, and Etho made an offhanded comment based on the comment of the day that was like, oh, Etho doing redstone out of dirt or something like that, and not out of stone. You know, this is like a dark time or something. I can't remember the exact quote. But then Etho was like, oh yeah, for those of you who don't know, I used to not make any of my redstone out of dirt, and I only did like stone and stuff like that because Enderman can pick up dirt even when there's redstone on it, which would break redstone contraptions. And as you can see, I didn't place these here. Endermen come around here frequently. Um, and a lot of poppy is made out of dirt. So I'm filled with anxiety because I'm gonna try my best to go one along and change all of this dirt and grass blocks with stone, and hopefully not completely ruin her. I feel like I don't know what to do here, so we're gonna do some surgery because there's a lot of dirt. I think the Mojang devs should edit that in the code and make it so that Enderman can't break redstone on grass, because sometimes people do this a lot. Oh god. Oh god. Well, see you guys when I'm done. Pray for me. I have a backup of her if I need, but yeah. And like I predicted, something broke because there's a redstone torch here now. Fuck me. Okay. No, I broke this here. No, I just broke this block. That's why it was here, right? Yes. Okay. This is why I fucking hate redstone so much. Alright, I think that's as much as my heart can take right now. Um, we can just hope that she still works after this. I got most of the grass blocks swapped out, but not all of them. As you can see, I really don't want to mess with the hopper clock because I feel like that's not gonna mess up like anything other than her timing stuff right now. But I just don't want to mess with it. I really hate redstone, especially after today. So I'll have to keep an eye on her every once in a while and see if she's still functioning as intended. Honestly, I am almost to the point where I want to like just go into my backup of my hardcore world that I have because I'm gonna save a backup that I have now. Like because usually I back up my hardcore world every once in a while just in case something corrupts or something happens, God forbid. But there, I I'm gonna keep one backup from wherever the last time I saved. Theoretically, Allie Poppy would be intact here, but so then if I do need to like remake her, I can just remake her from looking at those schematics. Uh, and if for some reason she doesn't work, I'm almost considering just. Oh, looks like she switched to sad. I'm almost considering just remaking her entirely. With stuff like that, I really kind of. I know they're not going to, but I kind of hope that they change it so that Enderman can't pick up blocks with like redstone on it or something. I feel like that should just be a thing, right? But now we'll get back into the actual part of WonderCraft where I explain something that's already been built. So see you there. I'm really annoyed right now. I'm super annoyed. So this is one day before this video comes out, and for some reason, I don't know why, the entire this is not a big deal, but it's just really annoying. Is for some reason the entire part where I talk about the beehive just doesn't exist anymore. For some reason, I don't know why the audio and video don't exist, though I have the replay mod video of it. So I really don't know what happened there or how that could have like I don't know what happened or how that could have done anything. So we're gonna do this now, I guess. It sucks. But we're gonna talk about I didn't want to leave an episode without us talking about something, at least in the intro. So let's get into it. We have this beehive here. This beehive was made while I was watching. This is a little useless information, but I made this while watching the 24-hour live stream for Pokemon Sword and Shield, where they revealed pretty much nothing and just had Impidimp staring at the screen, and we saw Galarian Ponyta's ass. Basically, that's all we saw. So I spent my 24 hours watching that, building this, and obviously it doesn't take 24 hours really to build, but like collecting all the items and stuff, it was pretty comparable. I added the queen bee a lot later, because I always wanted to have some sort of bee, queen bee-esque thing, but I didn't know how I wanted her to look. So I built the beehive. This was in preparation for bees coming to Minecraft. At the top floor, we have where the bees are, and then the floors below, it's from the top, it's potatoes, netherwort, and wheat. It used to be carrots where the netherwort were, but I needed more netherwort. And we used potatoes for Poppy, and we uh and wheat's just nice, and I didn't need carrots, so I always buy my golden carrots anyways. So I I ended up clearing that and replacing it. My initial plan was to have bees on all floors and plants on all floors, but the bees kind of kept getting out somehow and like flying in different areas, and then a lot of my original bees drowned. So we ended up just keeping the bees at the top floor and then plants just in general. So this is basically used to be my farms. And yeah, it's a really nice thing. I think that in Minecraft, having automatic farms for things is really good, but I do think it's important to have a couple farms that you enjoy to collect that aren't manual, or that are not automatic, that are manual, because I think once everything becomes automatic, things can become a little bit boring, and I love putting on my soul sand, diamond boots, and collecting all of the nether wart, filling up my shulkers, and then heading out. So hopefully you guys think this is neat. It's one of my favorite builds, like I say about every build, but it's one of the best builds. I think it's one of the most technically, it's not like that good in the sense of like it's not like symmetrical, it's not like perfectly circular, but I fill in a lot of the flaws with other blocks which hide them, like I with other details that hide them, but it's one of my favorite original builds, and I hope you guys like them too. And now I'll get you guys back. We're going to go back in the time machine and go back to the beginning of this week where I actually did stuff. So see you guys there. Bye. I think just such a lovely like constant in my Minecraft world. This is a very small thing, but it's funny. Is whenever I go to get potatoes for Poppy, I I always end up putting in potatoes to cook and then taking potatoes out. At some point, I just put some potatoes into my smokers and never took them out. And so I always have like one set of potatoes cooking and I pull them out. And so whenever I come back, there's already cooked ones after I already collect the potatoes. It's very nice. Let's see. All right, she's looking like she's working properly. It's good to know. Knock on wood she stays that way, my guys. Poppy, what are we gonna do with you? Okay. Um, I do want to find a bastion at some point in my life, but I kind of want to wait until we go in. Um, what is it called? When the update happens, so there's actually like useful things there. I've never really explored the Nether too much because the Nether is like quite terrifying to me. So I've only ever done the necessities. Here's our axolotl moat. Okay. I think I'm gonna look for some ideas for maybe houses and stuff to build in our void area, and then we'll probably get back to building the sniffer. And I'll probably need to start designing the sniffer's legs. So, yeah, see you guys in a bit. Wow. All right. I was doing some digging for ideas with houses and stuff, and then I was like, actually, all of my shulkers are filled with moss right now, so I'm gonna finish off the sniffer, and then we can get into designing a house, because I think there's one on Google that I found that looks pretty nice, and I'll workshop it to fit my area. But yeah, so and we might as well finish off. We're almost done with the sniffer completely. I added, I don't know if I showed this off. I changed the ears to be a birch leaf. I might add more to the ears to make them like more visible like that. But yeah, I added that on there to so it won't blend in with the wall or with its body. So let's get back into it. So I was I was building, and I don't know if you guys can hear it, but I just hear this like. I'm like, my game is glitched. But no, there's a rabbit stuck in a bush, jumping forever. So I'm gonna try and block that off so we can have that rabbit for later, because I don't have any rabbits anywhere, so I can tame them and stuff, or breed them at least. But yeah, I was like, what the hell is that noise? Okay, back to it. uncertain, but maybe you guys can give me your opinions, even though no matter what I do, it's kind of hard unless I don't continue building this to this week. But part of me was like, I'll just leave the tops of the dirt, visible on the top of the sniffer, and then leave the rest moss, or put the one layer above it. But I feel like I do want to go through and clear out all of it, like put moss over everything. It will take a little bit longer, but I think it looks better when it's all moss, at least. And then if we want to add another layer of something different on top, we can do that later. But I kind of like it. The head's a little bit iffy, like the way I have the head going, but I don't hate it. Yeah, I don't hate it. Maybe like put stuff around the corners or something. Kind of fun. And then once we get the legs out, I think it's gonna look better than with just the head. But I guess we'll get back to placing stuff. I'll try and clear up the top. I regret bone mealing everything because breaking all this grass and stuff is so annoying. I haven't done the full. I had to check if I was still recording on the thing. I haven't done the full back, but I'm kind of okay with it for right now. We might add another layer, but I'm also gonna build a building on top of the sniffer, so whatever we're covering anyways is gonna get covered. You guys can tell me what you think. I'll definitely remove a lot of the azaleas and a lot of the little bushes and stuff, and a lot of the grass if I can, just because I think that's what makes it kind of not that great. It makes it look weird compared to the rest of the body that doesn't have that. But I kind of dig how we're looking so far. I'm excited to start building on the top of the sniffer, which I'm probably gonna have to flatten a lot of it out anyways at the top. I probably should have just left the top completely untouched for a bit because we're gonna end up building on it. I think I'm thinking of a castle. I'm thinking maybe trying to start work with mud blocks or something for the first time ever, because I didn't even know you can make mud bricks until recently. I've not been paying attention. So I think maybe that's what we'll do. I think this tree. Oh, I was like, did this tree get struck by lightning? No, that's where the leaves I got. So we're gonna create a crafting table because like every good Minecrafter never has a crafting table on hand, and when they put it down, they never pick it back up. We're gonna put this here, and then I'm gonna make a double chest next to the sniffer. I'm gonna fill it with the moss that I have so I can fill up my shulkers, or empty my shulkers into this chest, and I can move on to other projects. But I don't think I'm gonna work on it today because this is a good little point of WonderCraft to remind people that if you don't want to play Minecraft, you don't have to. Don't force yourself to play a game if you don't want it. And I'm not feeling Minecraft at the moment, but definitely later when I have a little bit more inspiration. I'm just kind of tired right now, so I will. This chest might not even be big enough to fit all of the all the moss in it. We will see you guys in a bit. I'm gonna go take a break for today. Good work, you know. And yeah, see you guys whenever I start working on the next project. I do have an idea for the void area. I might build a couple houses that might look the same. All right. Something a little bit different that I want to try to make is a basalt farm. I have the stone farm already set up over here, and I've never actually really used or tried to do anything with basalt. I've never like made basalt, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna try and make basalt, and we'll see how it goes. So wish me luck, guys. Okay, we kind of have it set up. I set it up basically exactly how I have my stone farm set up. I'm kind of looking at this without trying to follow any sort of guide. But obviously, so as you can see, it works, but obviously we don't have a way to collect what's happening here. So either we could probably have a bunch of hopper minecarts under this thing, and that would work. Or we probably want to set up some sort of redstone thing, redstone clock maybe, and have it push this out, and then have us like mine it here maybe. So let's like play around with that, I guess. How far will this go out? Interesting. We could probably place a block to block it off. Because maybe we'll just do the 2 here. Okay. I have an idea. Does this turn this off, though? It does. Oh my gosh. We're like redstone experts. Okay, we're going to place that there. Obsidian here, here. Let's say this, right? So, I'm pretty sure if we run this. Yeah, it's not going to be able to move that until we break this. It might be going too fast to let that move, potentially. So maybe we want to get redstone repeaters and have it so the clock goes slower. We're gonna want to put... How do we want to do this? I guess we would want to put this here, maybe? And then funnel these into there. Okay. There's just points where it will just stop for some reason. I don't understand why. Because it was working pretty well before. But now all of a sudden it just don't work. And we have the highest ticks for this right now. And I even have that one slowed down even more. I don't know why it doesn't... It just stops working every once in a while. Alright, I followed the JC, letter J, C, space, plays with a Z. Simple 1.19 automatic basalt farm tutorial in Minecraft Bedrock, Minecraft Pocket Edition, Xbox, PS4 Switch. Now I'm just realizing that this might not work because of that. Okay, well, let's see. Moment of truth, I suppose. It's not horrible. The only issue for me personally is just that I don't know why he made it like this. Like I don't know why he wanted it to be like this. I'll do this, I guess. Or maybe I wasn't following correctly, but I'm like, there's just like no room to just sit here and farm. And that the blocks in the back. The block in the back breaks because I insta-mine it. Alright. It's kind of slow. I imagine there's better farms out there than this one. Sorry, JC. No hate towards JC. I just think there's probably better farms out there. That I'll have to look into, because I do want basalt, but I think that's enough redstoning for today. Because I'm tired. I'm tired of redstoning. So, we had our little Ethos Lab adventure. I'm happy. You know what? Maybe I'm biased, but I think my farm was a little bit cooler. So, maybe we'll rework the farm. I'm gonna look up other designs for people. Also, just hearing this, like, constantly, I would have to turn off my audio if I was gonna start farming this farm. Just hearing every 2 seconds, I think I would go insane. But yeah, it was fun. I do want to get a basalt farm set up, so this is something I'm gonna work towards. And much like every WonderCraft episode, I always forget to record the outro by the end of the week, so hopefully you guys had a good week. I hope your next week is even more enjoyable than the last, and I hope you guys have a good rest of your day as well. See you guys next week. Bye.